Who wants to go on a road trip? I'm Lisa Canning from Lisa Canning Interiors, and today I'm talking about super easy ways to make family road trips amazing. So I love to travel. My parents really blessed my sister and I with the experience of travel as children, and it was definitely something I wanted to pass on to my kids. But with a family of 5 kids, ages 7 and under, that is kind of intimidating. Sometimes even when I think about it, to pack them all up in a car or get them on an airplane. We've done various kinds of trips with my large family. When I was working on a contract in Atlanta, we flew down with 2 kids for several weeks and we lived down there while I was working. But the biggest trip that we've done with all of our kids, so with our size 5 kids, has been a road trip to Florida. That's a lot of hours in the car, my friends, a lot. And we're doing it again. We leave super soon on yet another crazy Canning family adventure. So I've learned a couple things that I would love to pass on to you if you're considering taking your family, large or small, on a road trip. So the first super easy tip on making your road trip amazing is to pack a toiletries bag per child. I used to just throw all the toiletries, like all the toothbrushes, all the soap and whatever, into one big mom purse. But I just found that things got lost, or I never knew where I put the bag, or we'd go into a rest stop and then come back out, everything would be a mess. So what I am now trying is actually packing per child in a large Ziploc bag, their toothbrush, their toothpaste, maybe some wet wipes, diaper per child if they're in diapers, and then you put that bag labeled with their name in the pocket of the seat in front of them, the little mesh pocket. That way, when you are, stumbling out of the car at, 6 a.m. after driving through the night, you give the kids a little bit of ownership. My children are all old enough, except obviously the baby, but the other ones are definitely old enough to be able to grab their own bag and then walk to the rest stop. And that way they're responsible, and you're not searching and trying to find things. They should, be able to hang on to it and take care of it themselves. So the second tip I have on super easy things to make your family road trip amazing is to pack a mommy I'm bored bag, an activity bag per child again. So same thing, in the little mesh pocket in front of them, you pack a separate bag that has fun little activities. So crayons, coloring book, little board books, but basically just super fun things that will keep them entertained when they say, oh my gosh, mommy, I'm bored. Inevitably, that's gonna happen. So, if the children are old enough, you can get them to pack their own bag, do a trip to the dollar store, super fun, get them involved, really cute. The third super easy tip to make your family road trip amazing is a tip that my girlfriend, Erica Vay, who travels extensively with her family, and she really inspires me, is to just wrap up in whatever gift wrap really cheap, cute things. So things from the dollar store. They don't have to be elaborate. They could be, $1 board books. They could even be things like Rice Krispie squares, but basically you wrap them up, it's like a present, and you sort of drip them out over the course of the trip. So whether it be, every couple of hours or every hour if you're super desperate, you basically just say, oh my gosh, what's in the surprise bag? And you give them to each child. They can open it on their own, and it kind of just makes the trip really fun and really exciting. The fourth thing that is so essential, oh my gosh, and we learned this the hard way because we had a child who was sick on the way down to Florida last year. No fun. Barfing, no fun. Bring soap and a spray bottle with water and paper towels, and have that in a Ziploc bag super close at hand. We kind of didn't, yes, I had wet wipes, and yes, I had, other things, but to have just normal soap and a spray bottle, you can then rinse out stuff. You can rinse out shoes when you come, from a sandy park or whatever. I just find that the actual soap and water is a little bit more effective than wet wipes when you are in a super big mess and you're on the road. Finally, my final tip to make your family road trip amazing, and this is really primarily for the mummies and the daddies, is bring your favorite essential oils. When you're in a car for 24 hours with, obviously stopping in between, but you haven't exactly showered, you haven't really, been able to feel nice and refreshed, Essential oils can go a super long way. A little bit of lavender at nighttime to sort of signal your body that it's time to go to sleep. Some peppermint if you have a headache. And I just find for me, it's like instant mood elevator. I feel so much better. Just the smell is so nice. When kids are sick, you can do stuff on the bottoms of their feet and their tummies. I'm not an essential oil expert, but I do feel the benefits in my own family. Those are my tips for an amazing family road trip. If you like these, I would love to know what you think in the comments below, or if you're an avid road trip person, tell me what you do. What do you do to make this easier on your family? And I guess the final thing I want to say is that you have to embrace it and just have fun. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be terrible at times. There will be so many messes. But if you can kind of go with the flow and know that when you get to your destination, it's so worth it, that will keep it all in perspective. If you like this video, I would love for you to subscribe, and you can see more of my tips on balancing family and work at lisacanning.ca.